to them. Now, this is what Allah is saying. Those instructions were not from Musa alayhi salam. Those instructions were directly from Allah. Yeah. Okay, what Allah says, it says the cow should neither be old nor young, but in between. So do as you're commanded. So Allah is saying to them, it's literally a cow. Get a cow and sacrifice it, and simple as that. Just do what you are told. Don't make it more complicated, right? Okay, so don't ask more questions. That's exactly what Allah is saying. And the next one.
قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما لونها قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة صفراء فاقع لونها تسر الناظرين.
So from this point, I'm going to start reading because I'm looking at limited time. Okay. So he says, they said, call upon your Lord to specify for us its color. First, they said, what type of cow? Is it needs to be young or old? Then Allah obviously said it needs to be neither. Okay, in between young and old. Okay. Well, they said again, call upon your Lord to specify for us its color. Now they're asking, well, what color should it be? Allah says, it should be a bright yellow cow, pleasant to see. Now, a bright yellow cow at any point in the time, of course, is always very difficult to find. It's not something that you will go around and find it very easily. Okay, that Allah now is making it more difficult for them. Right? Okay, so you're not taking it seriously. Here you go. So I'm going to ask you something now, which is going to be difficult to find as well. Rian, question quickly. Okay, I'll come back then. Okay, and the next one.
قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا ذلول تثير الأرض ولا تسقي الحرث مسلمة لا شية فيها قالوا الآن جئت بالحق فذبحوها وما كادوا يفعلون.
So before I do this, one thing I want to add with the previous ayah, in there it was also said. Sorry, am I reading the right one? No, I am now. Okay. Here it says, again they said, call upon your Lord, so that he may make it clear to us which cow. For all cows look the same to us. And they were like, okay, Allah is telling them they needs to be in between young or old. It needs to be bright and yellow, which pleases our eyes. Okay, it needs to look good. Really, really, really bright yellow. Okay, it needs to be really good. And then they're saying, well, all cows look the same. Can you get more details of it now? What else do we need to know? And then they started putting blame on Allah as well. Do you know what they said? They said, if you are going to be guided, Allah will guide us. Sometimes we as Muslims say that as well. Don't we say that? Well, inshallah we'll be guided. We just leave it on Allah. Don't we? But without doing anything yourselves? Does that make sense? Without taking any actions. Without reflecting upon what you're doing at the moment, how your life is going, and you just say, do you know what? Allah will guide me. That's as simple as that. But you have to take the actions first. You have to have the intention, right? Some sort of plan in your life, and then you pray, and Allah will definitely, inshallah, guide us. But that's what they're saying. They're blaming Allah basically, right? They're saying, if Allah wants to guide us, He will guide us. That's it. And sorry, I missed this one out. So this one is talking about, Allah says it should have been used neither to till the soil nor water the fields, wholesome and without blemish. They said, now you have come up with the truth, yet they still slaughtered it hesitantly. So what Allah said to them was, it needs to be a cow which is not used in the field, basically, right? But yet it still needs to be healthy. It needs to be perfect. It needs to be without any blemish, meaning no faults, no wounds. Absolutely nothing. It needs to be perfect from head to toe. Does that make sense? So normally what happened, obviously in those days, is, if those of you know when people work in the fields, when you have a healthy cow is used in the fields, when it reaches that peak age, right? That's when it's at its peak age, right? When it's strong, then you use that cow out in the field. But that's what Allah is saying. Get that cow, which is not used in the field at all, but it's perfect condition. Without any blemishes, meaning without any faults. Alright? That's basically, but what happened, they did eventually, there is a story behind it as well, because of limited time, I can't go into that. They did slaughter a cow, but they slaughtered it hesitantly. They really didn't want to do it. Right? they just at the end did it. It's like us sometimes. I'm going to say like you guys. When I say to you, come on, listen up, sit down, don't say anything, you don't want to do it, right? You just do it because you have to do it. As simple as that, isn't it? Because you think, oh, if I don't do this, he's going to give me a warning, he's going to withdraw me, he's going to speak to my mum, he's going to speak to my dad. I'll be in trouble. I don't want to be in trouble. I want to go home and play on PlayStation or whatever it is, right? Because I don't want to be taken that away from me. You have the fear of the worldly things, not the fear of Allah. Does that make sense? That's the shift that I'm trying to work on myself and then work on you guys as well, okay? Well, can you sit up properly, please? Yes. Yeah, because obviously they were saying things to Musa alayhi salam, and then Musa alayhi salam was praying to Allah, and Allah was sending the message to Musa alayhi salam, and then Musa alayhi salam was literally conveying the message directly to the people. And then he was saying in there, these are not my instructions, these are directly coming from Allah, these are not my instructions. Obviously, who can talk directly to Allah? Nobody. Because Musa alayhi salam was the only prophet who... No. Musa alayhi salam was the only one who was able to have the direct dialogue here. We haven't got much time at the moment, sorry. No. Allah obviously, the way Allah, we know this is a different, obviously limit the time, very quick answer. How did Allah reveal the revelations? Through which angel? Jibreel alayhi salam. So that's basically what's happening. Okay, in short, that's a short answer. Okay. So instead of obeying, they asked too many unnecessary questions. What kind of car? What color? How old? Each question made the task harder for them, as we know. Lesson: overcomplicating religion makes obedience difficult. Always does. Yeah, even this day and age as well. Right, moving on to the next one.
وَإِذْ قَتَلْتُمْ نَفْسًا فَادَّارَأْتُمْ فِيهَا وَاللَّهُ مُخْرِجٌ مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْتُمُونَ.
Okay, this is number 72. Who could read it very quickly, please? Or shall I just go because I have limited time now, okay? Here it's talking about, this is when a man was killed and you disputed who the killer was, but Allah revealed what you could see. What was happening after the cow incident? Somebody among the people, somebody killed somebody, right? And all they were doing, they were trying to basically conceal it. Concealing meaning they were trying to hide, basically whoever the killer was, they were trying to hide the killer. And the killer himself was trying to hide himself because they didn't want to be punished. Rian, please, okay? Let's not cause any disruptions now, okay? So they did not want the killer to be revealed because they knew, obviously, the Prophet Musa alayhi salam is there, and the punishment for killing somebody is a severe punishment, right? They were hiding the person who killed that person. And what did Allah do? They didn't want to talk about it.